James Harden wants out of Houston. James Harden wants out of Houston.
James Harden.
Right, so last night us Rockets kind of got slapped, to say the least. And resulting of that is, well, the only player that's ever even gotten close to Hakeem Olajuwon and Yao Ming and Tracy or Kenny Smith or anyone that even fucking played in 1994-95, James Harden wants to fucking leave the Houston Rockets. Now listen. He started off the season with a 44-point, banger of a game. 44 points, 17 assists in his first game back while looking like a fucking elephant. Then he got 34, I think, and then he got 31. So tell me what happened, because since then he's been scoring less than 20 points in every game. Do you know when the last time James fucking Harden scored less than 20 points? When he was coming off the bench in OKC, when he didn't even have a fucking beard. Now what's come of this is a massive just fucking shit show, because he said that the fuck did he say? He said that he's tried everything he can and that what the Rockets are currently facing can't be fixed. Are you dumb? Do you fail to understand the only person on that court yesterday not trying was you? Don't get me wrong, John Wall pulled off some stupid fucking things, but there was one person on that court who would either not pass or pass stupidly, cause a turnover, or just fucking give up mid-play. And it was you, James. You can't go and say that the whole Rockets chemistry is falling apart when you've just fucked it. This also happened against the fucking Indiana Pacers. He just fucked the whole game. He just didn't even try. He just looks uninterested. John Wall had to come out and basically apologise for James Harden playing shit. He had to say that, hey, we're not clicking. It's not my fucking fault. Because John Wall is trying. John Wall is trying, you can tell. He's showing passion in his defence. He's showing explosiveness in his offence. But there is just one man. One fat bearded man who's just fucked us over this season. Now, does this mean that we're fucked forever? No. This actually may be probably the best starting lineup we've had in 10-15 years. A starting lineup of John Wall, James Harden, PJ Tucker, Christian Wood and Boogie Cousins would be ridiculous. We're in that same lineup for about 28 minutes in a game. We should be dominating that without fucking doubt. Without a doubt. Domination. Pure abuse. Christian Wood, the second coming of Jesus Christ himself. We should just be dominating. And first of all, that is Silas's fault for not even attempting to start that. Boogie Cousins and Christian Wood, I'm pretty sure, have not even played in the same fucking starting lineup. Or just at the same time, anyway. Now, I know there is a risk of basically running a centre and power forward, but Christian Wood isn't like the tallest of blokes. He's fucking tall, obviously, but he can probably run power forward. If fucking fat PJ Tucker, who's 6'7", I think, can run power forward, then Christian Wood can. And Christian Wood is much more talented. Now, I'm going to get on to PJ Tucker later because he's a fucking problem within himself. But at the moment, the main problem is there's someone who should be carrying us not trying, and it's James Harden. He tried in the first few matches, and we played amazingly, flowing basketball. We even played defense. James Harden played fucking defense against fucking Trailblazers. Can you believe that? No, you can't believe that. But he did. You can't believe it. I think Steven Silas has lost James Harden's support. And he's lost that support by bringing a new system. This is no longer James Harden, inshallah, please just score. This is like, use the team to score. Harden needs to understand that. He may no longer have the opportunity to score 51 fucking 61 point games, but it's going to help us win because he's starting to include the team more. We've got a better point guard than Russ. Well, right now at least. Fucking last season's Russ Westbrook was fucking retarded. We've got John Wall, who's much more explosive and actually can shoot, unlike Russell Eastbrook. Not to mention we've got the absolute god of fucking lesbian relationships, DeMarcus Cousins. We've got Eric Gordon, who's been stepping up recently, and we've of course got the second coming of Michael Jordan, Christian Wood. So how does Harden not realise that this is actually probably his best chance at a championship with the Houston Rockets? Realistically, this is much better than the 2018 team. This could dominate if we really try. But Harden doesn't try. Everyone else does. Actually, maybe PJ Tucker's... I told you I'm going to get into PJ Tucker. John Wall made a brilliant point, and he said that this is only the 9th game of the season. And with such a rebuild that we've had, we've got a new manager, we've got a new coach, we've got a fucking basically new starting lineup. It's going to take a fucking more than 9 games to start clicking. Mate, the fucking Lakers team that's bullying everyone right now was shit a year ago because they had to fucking get used to it. And now look at them. It's entirely possible that we could start getting better throughout the season. But there's only one thing that can depend on that. And it's James Harden's commitment. Now, I'm not going to disagree with him that he's not trying everything he can. Because he's tried everything he can for the last 5 seasons. But this season, where it actually might be a chance, it might matter, he's not trying, which is the main problem. If we're going to trade James Harden, we need someone his calibre back. Which, if anyone has any idea of the whole league in the last 5 fucking seasons, will know we're not going to get someone of James Harden's calibre back. If we trade Harden, we will instantly lose the trade, no matter what it is. There are Kyrie Irving rumours that we're going to get him. Why? He's actually as bad as fucking Harden. He's disappeared for the last few fucking days. Where's Kyrie Irving? Just disappeared. At least when Harden's shagging strippers, he comes back to Houston. Kyrie Irving's nowhere to be seen. What the Rockets need to do is to gain Harden's trust for the last season. The final season. He's got 2 years left of his contract, which is probably the main thing he's not even fucked off already. We need everyone to start focusing. We need to start just playing properly. Harden has been so lazy and uninterested this whole season so far, except the first 3 games. He's been so uninterested that he's actually personally ruined the whole flow of the team, when everyone else is playing pretty well. Harden's also forgotten that Danuel House, one of our best players, hasn't even been fucking playing through the both Laker games. Having no dominant small forward like Danuel House during a game against the fucking Los Angeles Lakers, you're obviously going to lose. So why is Harden fucking... What's wrong with him? I've got no idea why James Harden has not yet committed. I hope John Wall speaks some sense into him. Because there's another thing with John Wall and Harden. They've been arguing pretty much every match. Harden's been hogging the ball. John Wall's been trying to tell him what to do. They've been arguing during free throws. It's not looking good. Now, this could be because Silas is probably not a very, I don't even know what the word to describe him is. Just fucking strong manager, maybe? A good coach should be controlling his team. I don't think Steven Silas is doing a good job of that at all. When the refs do some bullshit, which they've done fucking basically every game, Steven Silas does actually run up and try to defend his players, but I don't think we'll never know what he's doing behind closed doors, so no one actually knows what's up with Steven Silas. But what everyone does know is that this Rockets team has potential, and Silas, Harden, John Wall need to just use that potential. Now, the final fucking bit, and the problem that we definitely should be addressing, is PJ Tucker. This fucking guy is not tried at all this season. Now, Harden's been just fucking bricking threes and just doing lazy passes and easy turnovers. But PJ Tucker just fucking... The minute we're on offense, he just runs to a corner and stands there. What the fuck? He has definitely lost his passion and hustle that he used to have back in the day. Because what the fuck, man? You can't just stand in a corner anymore. This is an entirely different new system. Mike D'Antoni's not here anymore. PJ is someone we definitely should trade, and we could probably get a decent player back from PJ. If we can get a good defender back from PJ, because PJ does defend pretty well, I'm not going to lie. So if we get a defensive player back for PJ Tucker, that will be good. That will be good for us. Realistically, James Harden needs to realise that this is the 9th game of the season, and he's just come against the reigning champions. You're going to lose that match, most likely. So, chill out, James. Start focusing more. And you might actually realise that this Rockets team is better than the CP3 Rockets. If anyone ever complains that CP3 was our only hope of fucking getting a championship, blame James Harden, because he wanted Russell Westbrook for him. And look what happened from Westbrook coming here. It's a disaster. We now have got a player that's very similar to CP3 and John Wall. A leader, a mid-range scorer, a three-point scorer, and just a good fucking player. It's time for Harden to step up and realise that this is his best shot of a championship. And if we fuck it this season, he can go. He's got all the fucking right to go, because this is probably the best team since years. Silas has to play his part, and a lot of different players also have to play their parts as well. So, realistically, everyone in the Rockets fucking franchise now has to step up and play properly. 61 games in the season remain to play. From this Rockets team, I should definitely expect at least 40 wins. From there, we can solidify our offense and defense. Silas can probably finally start working on a trade for PJ. And God fucking hope that we have a chance in the playoffs. Now, you may be wondering, where the fuck have I been for the last fucking 900 years? I've just fucking had college to deal with. And had to take a break off YouTube, because personally I kind of fucked myself over being a dickhead before I went. And I just took a break and... realised what I did wrong, so there we go. from now on, the content will always it'll be the same. I'm just gonna start incorporating much more NBA and 2K content because realistically, I'm not gonna fucking do videos on FIFA that I fucking despise. Honestly, FIFA 21, why have I bought that fucking game? I'll see you all soon enough. Hopefully not in about 4 months. And yeah, safe.